Hi everyone, thank you for watching the broadcast. This is Monica Guy, your real estate guy with Remax Real Estate Associates here in Houston, Texas. And I want to thank you all for watching my show. And I want to go ahead and talk about today's subject, which is a homebuyer boot camp. I try and keep my videos a little short because I know that there's a lot of stuff to cover in a short amount of time. So if you want me to make my videos a little bit longer, just let me know. But again, welcome and thank you for watching. Um, if you are dreaming about owning your own space, having a place that you can call your own and decorate, then please, if you are feeling overwhelmed by the process, then that's what this video is for, and please reach out to me. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Feel free to comment below or send me a message, but we will go ahead and get started. So what you need to know before starting the home buyer process, number one is you need to know what is true and what is not true. So you may have, or if you have friends that have bought homes recently, or maybe you've seen HGTV, or you may have probably heard so many real estate rumors, and I'm saying it that way because there are a lot of rumors out there. Because if you believe everything that you've heard on TV, then there's a good chance that there are some major facts that are missing in the home buying process. So, and they could be anything like being pre-qualified is more important than being pre-approved for a mortgage, or you can start looking at homes before you get pre-approved. There's so many other things. You only need to have your down payment. The list can go on and on and on and on. So these are some important things that you want to know before you start the process so that you're prepared and before you start to feel overwhelmed, or it may actually help you, it may help prevent you from feeling overwhelmed about the process. So there's a couple of things that I want you to think about, or number two would be think about it. I want you to really think about it. So in addition to crafting your dream home, or your on Pinterest, or maybe some other less super but critical things that you want to be thinking about, one of the things that a lot of people don't ask you or they don't mention is, do you have an emergency fund? So when you own a home, it is important that you have some money set aside for any unknown expenses that can come up, like home maintenance, repairs, and that's just because there is not a landlord to call. If this is your first home outside of being in a rental, then the person that you're going to call is going to be you, and you're going to need to know who to go to. You may have a home warranty and that kind of stuff, but you still have to have some money for those out-of-pocket expenses. The other thing that I want you to ask or to think about is, do you know your credit score? If there are, or if you are a few months out from the starting the whole process about home buying, then you want to know what your current credit score is, because your credit score can impact the type of loan that you can actually qualify for, or it can actually determine whether or not you qualify at all. So if you are far enough out in the process, then that's another thing that you want to consider. Do you really know your credit score? If you don't, then that's something that you need to think about. The other thing is that there are questions that you should ask your agent. That's me, your real estate guy. You need to, or when you sit down and you meet with an agent, and I'm saying this because there are some of you that are watching in a different state. So if you are in a different state, then there are questions that you'll want to be sure that you ask them. The more educated that you are about this process, the more comfortable that you are going to feel. So you are probably wondering, when do you start the entire process, or when do I get started with my process, or who is the first person that I should talk to, or what does my credit score need to be, and how much cash do I really need to have saved? All of these are really great questions that you are going to want to have the answers to. So step one is learn the facts, know what's true and what's false. Step two, know what you are responsible for when it comes to owning a home, and make sure that you are prepared. And then the last thing is to ask your real estate guy. I'm Monica Guy. I'm the real estate guy in this area. But you want to make sure that you ask the right questions before you start the process. So that's a wrap on today's video. Thank you for sticking around. I have a free guide that will help you do all of these things that we talked about, complete with a true or false quiz, and a list of things to think about, a list of questions that you can ask your agent, and a starter kit checklist. Just send me a message with the best email address to send it to you, and I'll get it right over to you. So remember, a prepared buyer is a successful buyer. So going through my first time home buyer guide will help you get one step closer to fulfilling those Pinterest board dreams. So thank you for tuning in to today's buyer topic. Comment below and tell me what your biggest question could be. If you want to be notified, then just make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, y'all.